students, 12th standard accountancy, chapter 3, exercise sum number 21. Anand and Narayanan are partners in a firm sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 5:3. On 1st January 2018, their capitals were 50,000 rupees and 30,000 rupees respectively. The partnership deed specifies the following. Okay, what they asked, they have given 3 instructions. As per the instruction, what we have to do, we are going to prepare the given necessary journal entries and prepare profit and losses appropriation account as on 31st December 2018. Assume that the capitals are fluctuating. Okay, so now we are going to pass the journal entry for the given A, B, C questions. Okay, first question is interest on capital is to be allowed 6% per annum. Now we are going to calculate the interest on capital. Before that, you should neatly write the working note for interest on capital, net profit and ratios between Anand and the Narayanans. Okay, so you have to prepare it in a main sheet in the examinations. Okay, first we are going to calculate the interest on capital. What's Anand's capital? Anand's capital is 50,000 rupees. What is the interest on capital is given in the question? 6%. For 6%, 50,000 rupees interest on capital is 20 is to be cancelled for this 20. 5, 3, 6 are 30. Remaining 20 is to be added here. So interest on capital for Anand is 3,000 rupees. And Narayanan contribute capital is 30,000 rupees in the business. What is the interest on capital in the question? 6% is provided. So what is the interest on capital for 30,000 rupees on 6%? So 30,000 rupees into 6% means 6 by 100. Okay, 20 is to be cancelled for this 20. Remaining 300 into 6. 6 3s are 80. Remaining 20 is to be added here, 1,800 rupees. So Narayanan's interest on capital is 1,800 rupees. We have to add 3,000 plus 1,800. The total interest on capital is 4,800 rupees. Now we have to pass the journal entry for interest on capital. So you know the format for the journal entry on 11th standard. Date particulars, LF debit and credit, dated on 31st December 2018. Listen here carefully. Anand and Narayanan contributed capital. Okay, so to contributing capital, they take an interest from their business, because in business and partners both are different entity. Okay, separate entity. So on business point of view, they take an interest from the business. So they take an interest from the business. It's a loss for the business on business point of view. Okay, so it is to be debited. All the losses and the expenses is to be debited. So interest on capital is to be debited. That means interest on capital accounted of total amount is 4,800. For Anand's interest on capital is 3,000 rupees and Narayanan capital is 1,800 rupees. The narration is interest on capital 6% is provided. Immediately we have to close the interest on capital in the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, so where is interest on capital? It is on debited. Now we have to transfer it into the profit and loss account. It is to be credited. Okay, interest on capital is to be credited. On debit side, you have to write profit and loss appropriation account at 4,800 rupees to interest on capital account 4,800. The narration is interest on capital account closed. Okay. And the second B question is interest on drawing charged to Anand and Narayanan are 1,000 rupees and 800 rupees respectively. Now we are going to pass the journal entry for interest on drawing. So listen, they have taken drawing from their business. So business and partners both are separate entity. Okay, so for taken drawing, they have to provide, they have to pay the interest to the company, to the business. Okay, so business is received the interest for taken drawing. So on business point of view, interest on drawing is the profit. Okay, it is to be credited. All the profits and the gains is to be credited. Okay, so interest on drawing is to be credited. What is the opposite account? We have to write on debtor side. Anand's capital account at 1,000 rupees. That means interest on drawing 1,000 rupees and given in the question, and Narayanan's interest on drawing. That means the capital. Why you have to write the capital? Because they have given the question. We have to assume as fluctuating capital account. Okay, so you have to not write the current account, Anand current account, Narayan current. You have to write Anand's capital account debtor and Narayanan's capital account debtor 800 rupees. Interest on drawing account 1800 rupees. The narration is interest on drawing charged. Okay. Immediately we have to close the interest on drawing account into the profit and loss account. We have to transfer the interest on drawing into the profit and loss account. Where is interest on drawing? It is on credit side. How to transfer the interest on drawing into the profit and loss account? It is to be debited in reverse order. Okay. So interest on drawings account at 1800 rupees to profit and loss appropriation account 1800 rupees. Okay. And the next C question is the net profit of the firm before considering interest on capital and interest on drawing amounted is to 35,000 rupees. The net profit is 35,000 rupees given in the question. When before considering the interest on capital and the interest on drawing. Okay. Now we have to include that interest on capital and the interest on drawing into the net profit. We have to make the calculation with these two, interest on capital and interest on drawing, with the net profit. Okay. What is the amount for net profit given in the question? 35,000 rupees. So we have to subtract the interest on capital from the net profit. Why? Because interest on capital, as the business point of view, business provide the interest to the partners, to their partners, to its partners. Why? Because partners are contributing capital to the business. To contributing capital, they take an interest from the business. On business point of view, it's a loss. Interest on capital is a loss. So we have to subtract 4,800 interest on capital from the 35,000 rupees. You will get 30,200 rupees. And then interest on drawing 1,800 rupees you have to add with the net profit. Why? Because on business point of view, partners taken cash from the business for their personal use. Okay. Partners taken drawing from the business. So for taken drawing, they have provided the interest to the business, because from the business point of view, it's a profit because they provide the interest for taken drawing. Okay, it's a profit. How much rupees? 1,800 rupees. We have to add the profit with the net profit. 1,800 plus 30,200, you will get 32,000 rupees. So after added the interest on drawing, after make the calculation with interest on capital and drawing, the total net profit is 32,000 rupees. So now we have to distribute the 30,000 rupees profit to the respective partners Anand and Narayan. What is the ratio they have given? They share the profit and losses in the ratio of 5:3. Okay. So 5:3 means for Anand 5, for Narayan ratio of 3. Okay. They distributing their, sharing their profit. Okay. For 30,000 rupees, 5 means 5 plus 3 equal to 8 divided by 8, 5 by 8, okay, into 30,000 rupees. And for 3, 30,000 rupees into 3 by 8 for Narayanan. Now we have to cancel it to find out the Anand's capital, Anand's profit and Narayanan's profit. Okay, 1/8 is 8, 4 8s are 32. Okay, remaining 30 is here. 5 4s are 20. This 30 is to be added here. So 20,000 rupees. Anand's profit is, profit sharing ratio profit is 20,000 rupees. For Narayanan, we have to cancel 1/8 is 8, 4 8s are 32, 3 4s are 12, 30 is to be added here, 12,000 rupees. So Narayanan's profit is 12,000 rupees. Do you have any doubt? Please wait. After pause the journal entries, we are going to prepare the profit and loss appropriation account as on 31st December 2018. Okay. So profit and loss appropriation account means like a ledger account. We pause the journal entry. Profit, there we have the profit and loss appropriation account. So profit and loss appropriation account only we have to post the ledger account. Okay. So you know the format of the ledger account. Okay. Particulars on both sides, debtor, creditor, amounts are created. They have given in the question, we have profit and loss account 35,000 rupees. It is to be credited. Okay. Then where are profit and loss accounts, appropriation accounts in the journal entries? Listen here. It is on debit side and here it is on credit side, and we have profit and loss appropriation account on debit side. So through 3 places profit and loss appropriation accounts are occurred. Now we have to enter it into the ledger account, which means profit and loss appropriation account. First we have to take profit and loss appropriation account on debtor side. Okay, so you go to debtor side on ledger account, you have to enter the opposite account, that is interest on capital account, 4,800 rupees. Okay, so on debtor side we entered interest on capital account, Anand's interest on capital 3,000 rupees, Narayan's interest on capital 1,800 rupees, totally 4,800 rupees entered. Here profit and loss appropriation account is on credit side. So you go to credit side in ledger account like profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, on credit side you have to enter the opposite account, that is interest on drawings account at 1,800 rupees. Interest on drawing, whose interest on drawing? Anand's interest on drawing 1,000 rupees and Narayan's interest on drawing 800 rupees. You have to enter it on credit side. Okay, so interest on drawing Anand and Narayan 1,000 and 800 respectively, 1,800 rupees totally interest on drawings, enter it on credit side. Then on journal entry profit and loss appropriation account is on debit side. So you go to debit side, we have to enter the opposite account, that is to Anand's capital account profit sharing ratio and Narayan's capital account, which means 20,000 to 12,000 respectively, enter it on debit side. That means partners profit sharing ratio. Okay, so partners capital account, which means profit, Anand's profit is 20,000 rupees and Narayan's profit is 12,000 rupees, totally 32,000 rupees. And the total on debit and credit both the side we have equal same total, that is 36,800 rupees on both debit and credit side. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you. Take care.